It's time for another video featuring this. What is up, you guys?
Misa back.
Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Will. We finally got some major updates for the upcoming LEGO The Lord of the Rings set of 2024. That, of course, being, or at least long time rumored, Barad-dûr. So we're going to discuss all the details we have, as well as a little bit of good old-fashioned speculation. But before we get started, everyone, please consider leaving a like, hitting that notification bell, subscribing to the channel, and sharing this video out, as that really helps me a lot. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. First off, we have the set number itself, set number 10333. The set will, of course, be 18+. Now, we don't have a specific release date. Now, you could speculate it could come out around March of 2024, but I'm pretty sure a couple other sets are slated to come out around that time. And of course, I think this set would do much better as a summer release. I think people would be more eagerly awaiting it as a summer release. So my guess is around June 1st. Now that's pure speculation on my part, so don't take my word for it. Now, we don't have a specific piece count either. It's only said to be around 4,000 or more pieces, which is, of course, is a very hefty piece count. I'm not complaining about that. It does give us a bit of idea on what the pricing could be. Now, Rivendell was around 500, and I think it's a safe bet that this set will be around $400 to $500. Once again, my best guess would be around $450, just knowing LEGO and how they typically push the prices on certain sets that, you know, we've been waiting for a long time. You know. Another thing we need to consider are the minifigures included in the set. Now, Rivendell had around 15 named minifigures, as well as a whole bunch of statues, which really umped the minifigure count. And I don't think the set will be very different. Best guess, we'll have around 12 minifigures featured in this set. The main ones, of course, would probably be Frodo, Sam, Sauron. I think we'll get the return of Gollum in this set. We'll probably get a couple ring wraiths, and of course a handful of orcs, different kinds of orcs maybe even. That would be pretty cool. I would love to see a troll as well, but whether or not we get that is up for debate. I also think there's a good chance that we could get some micro figures, and I'll explain why in this next section, where we're going to talk a bit about the design of the set. Now, of course, anyone who's seen the movie knows what Barad-dûr looks like. But, you know, we'll probably have a lava river near the bottom, as well as a bridge crossing over it. And Barad-dûr is built into a mountain, so a big chunk of the bottom of the set will probably be a bit more mountainous terrain. But the outside of the set is said to be more micro scale, while the interior, just like Orphantic, the only UCS Lord of the Rings set we got back in the day, the outside was technically more mini scale. Technically, you could interact your figures with it. It had opening doors and a balcony for Saruman to walk out on. But this one, it seems like it's going to be more micro scale, so we could get some orc micro figures, stuff like that. And then, of course, inside we'll get several rooms, you know, to feature whatever they want to feature. We'll probably get maybe like a throne room for Sauron or something. Going back to minifigures real quick, a thought just occurred to me how cool it would be to get maybe Isildur and Elrond in Second Age garb, stuff like that. That would be really cool. And I honestly think that's a major possibility, because, you know, 4 orcs, 2 ring wraiths, Frodo, Sam, Gollum, Sauron. If we're talking 12 minifigures, we can get a few characters based off the prologue at the beginning of the Fellowship of the Ring. I think that's very possible. Another thing I'd really like to see in this set that I'm not 100% sure whether it's going to happen or not, I would love to see some micro-scale fell beasts, which would once again bring back the possibility of micro-scale figures, because you could put maybe a micro-scale ring wraith on the back, who knows. And of course, a feature that would be really cool to see included would just be having the Eye of Sauron light up. I would love for them somehow to include some sort of flashlight-like feature, so you can literally use the eye as a searchlight, essentially. And, you know, and like a teaser for the set, when the set gets officially revealed, you can have the light shine on the ring or something, or on Frodo and Sam. That would be really cool. But I mean, I would settle with the light just lighting up. I think no matter what, the eye is going to light up. Whether or not it actually shines on things, but Who knows? Now, the final thing I want to discuss before we end this update today, guys, is the future. Always the future. You know, we LEGO fans, we always look to the future because there's always so many amazing possibilities with LEGO. And of course, we really want to see more in LEGO The Lord of the Rings. Now, those of you who are familiar with my Future of the LEGO Lord of the Rings theme video will have seen some of my speculation based off a map that we saw in Rivendell. And once again, it's never a guarantee that that map will be accurate. It's fun speculation on my part, and hey, a LEGO fan can dream, right? I mean, part of the thing that makes us LEGO fans is our imagination and dreams. That being said, I still think Minas Tirith is the next project we get. I still think the possibility of a theme revival, much like Harry Potter, won't come until we start seeing more movies in theaters. And there are some movies coming. There's a Rohirrim movie coming out, I think, next year. Yeah, it is next year. Pretty late next year, but next year. And then Warner Brothers is going to capitalize on their IPs, and that one of them being Lord of the Rings. Rings of Power, I'm not personally a huge fan of the show, but it's still an excuse to bring the theme back down the road. Now, I don't want sets based off it. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan, but sets down the road, based off the original 3 films at least. I love the Hobbit films as well, but I know those aren't as popular, and I can see LEGO completely ignoring those films in the future, even though I would love to see a redesign of Smaug. A brick-built version would be so much fun. Other potential future possibilities, I mean, I wish they would go the Harry Potter route, because Harry Potter's now had just simple items built out of LEGO. You know, they have, you know, the owl Hegwid, right? I'm sure I'm mispronouncing things and everyone's yelling at their screens or typing furiously in the comments. By the way, be sure to comment down below what you think the future of LEGO The Lord of the Rings is going to be. That being said, I still think Minas Tirith will be 2025, and the only chance we have an actual theme revival will be when the movies start coming out. I think we're going to get a couple more UCS sets, essentially, each year. At least one. Honestly, I don't see anything else beyond that. I mean, we still have the Brickheads, but I think they're done with the Brickheads, too. Now, it's the theme, Lord of the Rings Grand Return through the Brickheads and Rivendell definitely opened up plenty of possibilities. I mean, who wouldn't want a Gimli's helmet set? Okay, I mean, you know, see, it's as useless as any other helmet set we've gotten in Star Wars and Marvel and stuff like that, but for us Lord of the Rings fans, who wouldn't want a Gimli's helmet set? A brick-built Gimli's helmet? That would be fun. That would be lots of... Or, you know, what about some cool weapons, like, you know, Andúril, or Legolas's bow, or some... Sting. No, I'm sorry. I don't know why Sting wasn't the first thing on my head, but... The future is still looking pretty bright. I mean, think about it. We've now got 2 Lord of the Rings sets. We've got Rivendell, Barad-dûr, and yes, the Brickheads too, but once again, I'm not a huge Brickheads person, but being the Lord of the Rings fan, specifically the LEGO Lord of the Rings fan I got them. I'm probably going to build them one day, and maybe I'll do a review on them. And yes, I'm very much aware I said a long time ago I was going to do a review for Rivendell. Well, it's been sitting here in front of me on this desk for the longest time, and I am going to record a review. It's going to happen. I just need to take the time to sit down and record it. I've only recorded a handful of reviews now, as some of you have probably seen on this channel, and as a newer YouTuber, it's still daunting, especially a set as big as Rivendell, because I'm not gonna lie, that video is probably going to be 30 minutes long. It's a daunting task for me at this point in time. Probably a few years down the line, it probably won't be as daunting, but right now, as I'm still in my first year as a LEGO YouTuber, it's a daunting task. We're gonna figure this stuff out, and eventually, I hope to be much bigger and much more professional, somewhat professional. I mean, I'm hoping some of you subscribe for the personality, because, you know, I've got a bit of a personality. Some of a personality. This is the part where you all run for the hills. Scared. But alright everyone, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Let's not forget there's still a lot of exciting things coming in 2024. But us LEGO Lord of the Rings fan, at least we're getting another exciting set. So, that's gonna wrap it up. Please be sure to leave a like, hit that notification bell, subscribe, and share this video out with other fellow Lord of the Rings fans. And I will see you all in the next video. And who knows, we might be seeing my face more often. Bye-bye.